much upon us. So I wanted to do a makeup tutorial that would be appropriate for this wonderful spring weather that we've been experiencing. Well, we've been experiencing down here in the south. I know up north, some of you are probably like, girl, it's not spring here yet. But don't worry, it will be spring there really soon. So yeah, I'm just super duper excited about spring and the warm weather. So I wanted to do a makeup tutorial that I thought would be nice for an everyday look. So I did these neutral bright eyes with a bold lip. And for the eyes, you guys, I used these palettes from Ruby Kisses. And seriously, I was so impressed with the quality. And for the price, like, you cannot beat it with a stick. So one of the palettes I use is called Better Naked. And as you guys can tell, it has 6 eyeshadows in it. And they're neutral shades, so it'll be great for an everyday look. And then the other palette is called Big and Beautiful, and it also has 6 shades in it as well. And I also used some other products from Ruby Kisses, so I was just really impressed with the overall quality of their products. Like, really great things. And for the lip, I decided to use a liquid lipstick from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is in the shade Craft, and I love this color. I think it's perfect for springtime. Really beautiful shade. So yeah, I hope you guys like this look. It's not anything that's really different, but it's going to be perfect for a more glammed up everyday spring look. So if you guys would like to see how I got this look, and then of course, just keep watching. So starting off with my brows, I'm just using my NYC brow pencil and I'm making the shape. Now I'm going in with my brow powder from Ruby Kisses, and this is in the shade Rich Chocolate. And I love this color because it's really dark. As you guys might be able to tell, I have really dark eyebrows, but they have other shades depending on what color your brows are. And as always, I'm just cleaning up the brows with a little bit of concealer, and I'm going to blend everything out. And now I'm going to prime my eyes. Anytime that you're applying eyeshadow, it is so important to make sure that you're applying a primer. And the one that I'm using is from Ruby Kisses, and it's their Magic Primer. And it's really great, especially for the price. I've worn it a couple of times, and it made my eyeshadows last all throughout the day. So now we're going to go in with our eyeshadow. The first shade I'm starting with is by Bobbi Brown, and it's called Antique Rose. And this is going to act as my transition color, and a transition color pretty much just helps the other eyeshadows blend together and kind of flow together better. So I love to use a transitional shade. The next color I'm gonna apply is from this Better Naked palette, also from Ruby Kisses, and I'm using the shade A Birthday Suit, and these eyeshadows are absolutely gorgeous. As you guys can tell, really nice and pigmented. And I love the fact that it has all neutral shades because it's going to be perfect for, you know, the everyday woman and an everyday look. And this shadow actually reminds me of MAC's All That Glitters. I love it. So the next shade I'm going to be using is from this Big and Beautiful palette, also by Ruby Kisses. And I wanted to keep the lid area, I wanted to keep it shimmery, so I popped the color Stunning in the outer V area. And you want to do this very light-handedly because you don't want it to be too dark and over smoky. You want it to be very appropriate for a daytime look. So I'm just lightly applying this to my outer V area. And once you get that shadow applied, you just want to go over everything with a large fluffy brush because of course we don't want any harsh lines. So I'm going to be doing wing liner, and I'm using my liquid pen from BH Cosmetics. I actually raved about this in my February favorites, and I love this liner. As you guys can see, it's very dark and it just glides on, so I love it. And for the price, it's really great. So yeah, it makes doing a wing liner really easy actually. So now I'm going to apply a little bit of mascara, and this is also from Ruby Kisses, and I love the wand of this mascara. It's just nothing that I've ever saw before in a mascara. So yeah, I just done this because I wanted to be able to blend my real eyelashes with the fake eyelashes that I am going to apply. And the lashes that I'm going to be applying are from Flutter Lashes. I don't remember the exact name, but I will link them below. And a little tip to applying your eyelashes, if you kind of look downward, it'll be much easier to apply them. Now I'm just going over that lash band with my liquid pen just to make sure that everything blends together nicely. So now I'm going to prime my face. The first primer I'm using is by Too Faced, and this is the Hangover Primer, one of my all-time favorites. As you guys can tell, like, I have definitely put a dent in it, but I love this primer because it really replenishes the skin. Now I'm going to be applying a primer by Tarte, and this is a really great primer as well. It's really going to help with any fine lines and large pores that you might have. The next thing I'm going to do is take this 3D Face Creator by Ruby Kisses, and because I was having somewhat of a bad skin day on this particular filming day, I wanted to cover up these blemishes, so I wanted to use this, and it had really great coverage. I'm not sure if it's actually supposed to be a concealer or a foundation. I guess you could use it for both, but I really liked it. It covered up those blemishes really well. And for my foundation, I'm gonna be doing a little concoction. This is my favorite one. I'm using the NARS All Day Luminous foundation, and then the Becca Ultimate Coverage, my favorite foundation combo ever, because the NARS foundation has a liquidy consistency and the Becca foundation has a thicker consistency. So I'm applying the foundation with my new Artist. I think this is the Oval 7 or 8. I'm not sure, but I'll have it listed below. But yeah, I really like the brush. It blends in the foundation really nicely. I will say it took me a little bit to get used to actually holding the brush, but I like it. I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer for highlighting, and as you guys can see, I'm doing my little dot technique, and I pretty much like to do this if I want my concealer to be a little bit more sheer, because I'm kind of heavy-handed when I apply my concealer. So if I dot it on, I don't apply as much, and it's a lot more natural looking. So yeah, I just like to dot it on and then blend it out with my number 56 brush from Sephora. And after applying our concealer, of course, we have to go back and blend so we don't have those harsh lines. And I'm just using this buffer brush from a Makeup Geek. And now I'm going to take my Sacha Buttercup powder, and I'm just going to set that concealer. I'm not really baking it. I'm pretty much just sweeping it underneath my under eye area, because I didn't want it to be like overly baked or anything. So I'm just lightly sweeping it. To bronze up the face, I'm going to be using my Guerlain Terracotta Bronzer in 07. And I like to bronze first and then a contour. So I'm thinking about doing like a contouring and highlighting video, because it's been forever and I know I've been saying that forever. So yeah, I'm just bronzing up the skin here. And now I'm going to begin contouring. I'm using my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm just applying my contour in the hollows of my cheeks. And I'm using my NARS Eater brush, which is one of my favorites for contouring. And I'm still going to be doing the brush video for you guys. It should be up probably within a week or so, but yeah, I just like to contour in the hollows of my cheeks and then also on my forehead as well. And once we get that applied, you just want to go over everything, because we don't want any harsh lines, and blending is definitely key. And now I'm just combining the second shade and the first shade out of the Kat Von D palette, and I'm contouring my nose very lightly. So now I'm going to apply a liner to my waterline, and I'm using my favorite one from L'Oreal. It's the Silk Seam one. This is actually in the shade Charcoal because they didn't have black. So now I'm going to apply a little bit of mascara, and I'm using the same one from Ruby Kisses. Isn't that one just so cool? I love it. Now I'm going to highlight my face a little bit, applying a little bit of Fix Plus to the brush first, and then I'm applying Bubbly and Dripping in Gold from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow palette. And for my blush, I'm applying Matahari from NARS. I love this color. It's kind of like a pink mauve shade, really gorgeous. So I just like to apply it to the apples of my cheeks and bring it upward. Now I'm going to go back in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills highlight palette, and I'm applying the color Sunburst to my inner tear duct just to kind of bring a little bit more attention to the eyes. And for my lips, I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills Craft Liquid Lipstick, and the liner that I'm applying is called Nightingale, and this is from MAC. So that is the end of this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then be sure to give it a big thumbs up. There'll be a full list of all the products that I talked about in the description box. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about my gym essentials, like the things that I must have anytime that I go to the gym, and just pretty much answer like the frequently asked questions that I get on Snapchat, like regarding like what motivates me to go to the gym.